going on, guys? Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be going through a run workout and kind of like the food I'm taking at the moment. As you guys may know from like previous videos, we have I now know a date for like both of my events. I have the half marathon on the 1st of November, which is going to be an attempted sub 140. So I think that's like a 450 pace or like 453 or something like that. And then end of November, we're going to be heading over to Canada for like 10 days to spot ET for his 250K run. So there's going to be a bit of running during that, but it's going to be like spotting and kind of pacing and stuff as well. So I don't think it's going to be me doing like all of that with him. Today we're going to be heading out for like a 5K run. Jai's going to be filming me on the e-bike, getting some content there. We're going to be heading out for like a 5 to 6K run, and then we'll be coming back and we're going to jump on the treadmill and we're going to hit some like quicker paces. So like maybe like a K, like a 4:30 pace with like a minute break, and then hitting that again. This morning I got here at about 6:30, had PTs up until 11:30. Today I've had pretty much like a fat burner, so caffeine. I've had a Live Fit meal, which was like a wolf lamb ragu, which is like pasta and some meat and stuff like that. And then other than that, I just had an ice long black to try and get back into the mindset of like filming this video. So we're gonna get out. I'm gonna get into some other running gear, my running shorts and stuff like that. I definitely need to get some new running shoes for the race. I've only really got my trail ones, which are in good nick. These have just been hammered, so I'm gonna have to look at some new ones for that. Probably maybe later in the week or next week or something like that. We'll have a look at those. I'll show you guys that. And yeah, get into that. So, all right. So, going into the gear I'm using, I've been like every now and then I've got a New Balance hat that I got when I was over in New Zealand that I usually wear. That's like one that I wear through the day. This one's like super comfy, the one that I got from the Ironman. And then I don't need to carry my phone. I did get a really good running belt though, from Pace Department, I believe it's called, that I can like hold my phone if I'm on longer runs with gels and stuff like that. And then my AirPods actually just connect like straight to my watch, like the Garmin Phoenix 7 is really good with like connecting like Bluetooth. So I'll have that. Favorite running shorts, but yeah, they're getting a bit frayed at the moment, so I'm going to need some new ones for the event, as new shoes and stuff like that as well. Sunny's off the rack at Rebel, and then just going to do a warm up. Jai's going to get used to riding the bike and filming, and then we'll be off for our 5 to 6K run anyway. So see you out there. So this is going to be about 440 pace, I reckon. See how we go. It's hang on, lactate. It's right. Pace 424 for 4K. We'll go back, do some like 420, 435 repeats. Average heart rate 156, not too bad. Thing you want to look at is the laps. So like we try to negative split that. So looking at laps, lap 1, 4:37, 4:24, 4:23, and then 4:11 on the last one. So happy with that. It's tough at the end, pushed it, but we'll go back, hit some repeats on the treadmill, and we're done. So we're back from the 4K now. Just did like a bit of a walk cool down. Now the treadmill. I'll grab a Powerade just for some quick carbohydrates and electrolytes. Usually I'd use Driven, but you have to mix that up. So I'm just going to grab it, take it over to the treadmill. We'll do about 4 or 5 repeats depending on how this feels. So, you know, purple or red?
Purple.
Wow. This is a lot good. So what we'll start off with, I'll put it on a 4:30 pace. Jump on, hit for 4:30 for 1K, and then I will go 1 minute break, and then 4:30 pace, 1 minute break. See how we go. So hit all those, 1K on, 4:30 pace. Felt comfortable. I mean, it was always going to be a struggle. I think a lot of the times I like hit these paces, and the paces, the distances that people want to hit, they're not letting themselves lead into the intensity, whether that be like lifting weights. You need to be hitting high percentages to hit heavier weight. You need to be hitting high heart rates, uncomfortable heart rates, to be able to improve your pace. So I'm not too worried about like how that felt, because the half marathon itself is going to feel bloody hard. So leaning into that, hit 3 times 4:30, 1 minute break, and then also did that negative split 4K. So about 8K's worth of volume. I'll get another longer run in this week, maybe like a 12, and then like maybe around an 18 over the weekend, and then we start kind of deloading into the race itself for about 2 weeks. So that felt good though. Time to fuel up now. So obviously still trying to keep calories low, still drop a bit of weight. Like I dropped at a jiu-jitsu comp last weekend, or the weekend that just passed, but the weekend before that, got second in that, but I got down to 89.6 kilos on the morning of, but that's like with sauna and stuff. It wasn't like a true weight. I'm back up to about 93 now. I would like to do this race at about 90, so if I can keep my calories low, and especially with a bit higher volume this week, I would like to see maybe a high 91 at the end of this week or over the weekend. And then, yeah, definitely doing that race in the 90s in 3 weeks' time would be ideal. So just fueling around my workout, and not like trying to be like, oh, consistently eating. Fuel around my workout, so carbs before it, some fueling after it, keep the protein up, and then yeah, no unnecessary eating for the next few weeks, and just see what we can do weight-wise to make this race as bearable weight-wise as possible. So just looking, like everything's pretty much prepared. Georgie makes dinner at night, but me through the day needs to be, I had overnight Weet-Bix for the challenge. I've got a couple of recipes. Might actually chuck that recipe link down in the description for you guys to grab for absolutely nothing, just to have a look at. But for me, I'm more about like being efficient. So this morning, Jai already showed you this one before, which is the Wolf Foam Ragu. It was a bit higher calorie, and I knew I had the run, so I wanted to get some more calories in. But then second meal of the day is going to be something, either the beef brisket one, which I really like, or the pesto pasta one. So we've got what, 55 grams of carbs and then 70 grams of carbs. So you're probably looking at the 70 grams of carbs one that I'll have as my other meal. Outside of that, maybe like a protein bar, obviously this, and then whatever for dinner, it leaves me a bit of room, and hitting between 2,000, 2,500 calories. And then on the weekends, I usually like go out and have something. So yeah, that's about it for the nutrition side for the next 3 weeks. Yeah, so just little chat about like things that will be going on towards the end of the year. I've obviously got my races, but for any of you who have been like following along for a while, like the way that the gym's going, like we've got like Ollie, who's a trainer in here now, he's like moving out at the end of the year. We've got another trainer moving in, bringing in some new equipment, so that'll be cool, and he'll be in. He's got a different style of training. We've got plenty of members coming through. I've just launched another like Forge intake for the end of the year, which I've had some interest shown in through the ads I'm running, and then the gym's going well. It's the first time that I've been like running the gym, running an ad or a promotion, and just being like, oh, okay, like you kind of like can turn on that tap on and off of like leads coming in from a good offer you have. And I think one of the things that kind of like sparked in my mind was I was listening to this podcast and I was saying about like the things that you might have to have in place to like have good member base and create a good community. And that, like it's like you've got your people, your promotion, and I think it's like your offer or something like that. So I know that we have the good people here, which like when you get in here, it's a good place. But I had to think of like something that people feel kind of silly saying not to join on, and one of those things was I'm doing a three week trial for $39 in the gym, and that's getting people in the door. Then they get to see the people, they like it, and then from there we've just started growing for the first time in like, well, since I've had a gym that hasn't been through like referral base, like getting new people. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. I probably do like a full day of eating or something like that soonish, whether Jai does it with me or we go through to a workout and lead on from there. But hope you guys enjoy the video. At the moment, where I am pretty much running 3 days a week, lifting 4 days a week, and I think I'm going to put my jiu-jitsu on pause until I get back from Canada, just to like aid and make sure I'm like not doing too much. So that's kind of my training at the moment. Running's priority, lifting a bit of weights and stuff like that as well. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video and see you in the next one.